Okay, this is Donna, and she has a son named Callahan who's been coming in, who has some issues with learning, and well, I'll let you tell a little bit more about that, Donna.
My son was anoxic at birth and was without oxygen for the first 10 minutes of his life, and has brain injury for the most part. He's been in 0 to 3 programs and through special ed programs at school. And has a lot of delays and has never really been diagnosed specifically with anything other than traumatic birth injury.
Okay, and then so what were some of his main issues that he was struggling with before he came in?
Oh, just about everything. Speech problems, not being clearly understood when talking. Reading, he's almost 11 and was only reading at a 2nd grade level. Barely a 2nd grade level. Balance issues, a lot of stiffness, a lot of domination on his left side and his right side, not being able to keep up with him, but acting as much as a normal child with a lot of the issues.
Okay, so now it's been coming in for about a little over a month, I believe, about 17 treatments so far, right?
Correct.
And do you want to just show people what he's been doing, where he was with his reading level before? And
when he started the school year, he was still reading in a very simple run type book, and his tutor had been working with him on this level of a book for quite a while.
Okay. And he had issues with reading like the words, and different aspects of TH
exactly,
words.
Trying to differentiate any of the TH words. They were always the same word to him.
Okay.
If he saw the in the beginning, any other TH word after that would also be the.
Okay.
And actually after only about 6 visits, he moved up to this level, which was the 2nd level in his tutoring sessions, and actually adding character to his reading, being able to add some expression into his reading, whereas before it was all straight-lined, no reading expression at all.
Really? So he's less monotone, just reading more, more expressiveness
adding
to
a lot of expression. And
Okay.
He moved up in just 6 visits, and he's actually moved on from this level since then.
Okay, so he's doing better than this even? That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's a significant difference in there. So does he have any issues with the words, the TH words, or
not so much? Sometimes he stops and he looks, and it's like he's trying to differentiate what's coming after the TH, and he'll get it. It's a little bit slower for him to read, but he's not looking up at us or just reading the word and going on. He's actually looking at the word and pronouncing it now.
That's great. That's great. And how about just with his anything else that's been changing on him? Or
his physical therapist has been working with him since he was 3 years old. We had his IEP last week, and she came in, and when I walked in the door, she said, "I have to show you something. I have to show you something." And she's been doing this bounce the ball. He has to catch it, move it to the other hand, and bounce it back to her. And she's been working on this with him for a very long time. Mm-hmm. And she said he's got it, and now he's doing it with 2 balls. So they bounce it at the same time, move it over, and he's throwing one and catching one at the same time. And the other thing was the jump roping. His right arm, when he swims, his left arm would go around fine. His right arm would come up and just kind of flop into the water. And it was the same thing with jump roping. We couldn't get him to do the jump rope. And now she's got his arms moving and swinging, and he's not quite jumping yet. She said he's gotten to do 2 jumps, but she said the arm movement is exactly what she wants.
Oh, that's great.
And that's just happened over the last couple of weeks.
That's great. And that's fantastic. Well, he is a joy to work with, and he's also we've been doing, just for everybody to know what I've been doing a lot of frontal lobe stimulation with brain-based therapies and a lot of cerebellar activation, and it works really well for this type of any child with learning disabilities or issues with ADD or ADHD or dyslexia, different things like that. So that's great. That gives me goosebumps just thinking about that. So
very happy.
well, thanks so much, Donna.
You bet. Thank you.